Hello students. Today we are going to discuss regarding documents and process and dealing with opportunities and threats. Okay, in social media market. So last class we have discussed regarding 7 steps of the not 7 step step by step guidance for the how we can perfect our social media planning or strategy and how we can create it. So we have seen these steps in last class. The topic is going to be lengthy, so please pay attention. So the first thing when it comes to the documentation and process. So obviously, you know how documentation is important if you have worked somewhere and if you have handled any aspect of any event or anything, then you can understand how documents plays an important role. So good documentation and process are the foundation of a social media success, and your social strategy is likely to involve many stakeholders from across the organization. So whenever you want to go for any social media strategy, so in that you have to take their consent. So then you can proceed with it. So good documentation and the process. So these two things plays a key role when you are making any strategy, especially when you are involving the stakeholders. So processes and guidelines ensure consistency across the various channels, how you should go and what are the boundaries in which we have to work. So these should be created, agreed. First of all, you have to create it. Then it should be agreed by all the stakeholders and approved before you take an auction on social media. So it should be approved. Whatever you are doing, it should be approved. Then it will be implemented. So start with the documentation and process you already have in place for marketing and communication. So if you look at the example, brand and tone of voice guidelines or PR policy, we say, okay, that is public relation policies, build on these to create a robust foundation that suits this spontaneous dynamic space. So first, when we talk about any process, so that start with the documentation. So once we done the documentation, we have the rules with it, and that lead to us to process very smoothly with the guidelines so we can succeed. So social media checklist is a good starting point. So we have to check it out, what thing we have to do. Okay. So everywhere, if you see big organization, any successful organization, any activity they do, they have their own checklist. Examples of the checklist, conversation, calendars, and escalation protocol are also included. So you can just check this. So this is an item. Okay, for example, which account you're going to log in: Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, blog, Instagram, Snapchat. So these are the platform through which you are coming up for social media. Then items, what you are going to do: community guidelines available online and linked to where appropriate. The community guidelines you have to follow wherever you are coming up with the any one of the above platform you are logging. You should checklist social media strategy, content strategy, whether you have done roles and responsibility, risk and escalation plan, brand voice guidelines, social media guidelines for agencies and employees, monitoring and listening plan, reporting, tracking, and insight. So you have to checklist the items, what you have done, what things you are going to do. So what things are still remaining. Okay, so these plays an important role when you are going with the documentation process. Community guidelines, if you look at the first, so this is a privacy policy and terms and condition. Any social platform you are going, you have to go according to this. You have to meet their community guidelines. You should not hurt anyone. You can say your whatever your activities are doing should not come under the any against the law, you can say, or the culture, you can say, and the code of conduct, we say. It should not come up. Okay, so community guidelines help set tone of our community and are useful to refer should members behave in a way that it is undesirable. So that should be avoided. So guidelines indicate what will and will not be tolerated. Okay, such as hate speech, okay, profanity, discrimination, or other inappropriate content should not be included. Should be very, very avoided. So of course, community guidelines don't prevent such behavior, but are useful fallback and and you should remove comments or community members also. That thing should be managed by the person. So guidelines should be friendly with the tone in keeping with your community or brand. Should not hurt anyone. So many social media platforms provide their own guidelines. Depends on the where the which platform you're using. So users, including brands, have to adhere to. So failure to adhere to any of the guidelines could get you removed from the platform. So that thing is going to happen. So this is, I think, if you have started any channel or any time you have gone through this, so YouTube community, you should come up with. So they check everything, then they will tell you these are our guidelines, you should obey those things. Content plan. So once you plan for your community conversation and message you send, content is most important part. So that is how it attracts. So we suggest weighting your content to your objects. Decide on what you want to achieve with each objective, and by when and what level of priority it is for your business. So that thing you should understand. So map these objectives weekly and monthly as necessary. Okay, when you are going to do. So I told in my last classes that when to put a content, that should be important plan, because the way people think, to whom you are targeting, okay, the demographic features you are having for your targeting the plan should work properly, because at any time anywhere you cannot go for the content. It should have a proper plan with it. So weekly or monthly content plans around these objectives, based on each objective's relative priority or your business priority. For example, for one business, I had created a plan for even Bijapur itself. For one of the organization asked for the help for marketing activity, they told me I have to prepare one chart for it, how we are going to give the content to them. So then what we did it, there are in out of 365 days in a year, if we consider, there are huge celebration comes, national celebration also, and even the religious celebrations also, and even some days also, like Green Day, Earth Day, that day, this day. So that those were all the checklist. Okay, so what we gave to the option to the business people, that so we have these all option for you. So whichever you select for this much of money, so we will provide you these all things for you. That is the content. Before one day you will get the content, and you can publish on your page also. So like that it works. Before because they remember on which day you are wishing them what they are doing. That also can be done. So example, if you say, if your objectives are brand awareness, sales, and app installs, you need to weight them according to their importance. So if your main objective on social media is brand awareness, make this 50% of your content plan. So whatever content you are creating, that should totally focus on your brand awareness. And all content is just all about awareness. That is about your brand. And the other two objects are equivalent, then content driving sales and content driving app install should each make up 25% of your content plan. So what you can do for brand, if you can go up at the top, okay, then offers are going on at the below, and again below you can go install the app, shop on, you can say shop. Then when they go shop, they can go to website, or even they can install the app also. So whatever they prefer, then you have to drive them in there. So if this changes over time, so that in a week 3 you want app installs to be your most important objective, then content driving app installs become 50%. That is depends on the plan, the content plan which you are having with it. So as per the plan, you have to come up with your ideas, how much actually you need to focus on the content side. So content plans are useful, centralized planning document that ensure that various teams are all aware each other efforts, and that communications are integrated. So that has to be documented properly, because what time, how you are going to proceed with the content plan, that is exactly necessary. So for any kind of content and communication strategy, content plans are invaluable. Okay, so you should have some good plan over there. Otherwise, your things will not be valued. So be sure your content plan speaks to your objective, your brand identity, your chosen target audience, and the themes or topics you have selected. If I talk about one example over here, you might all have know this. I think no one is a news reader here. I think so. Yes, most of you are not news readers. So, but after this digital marketing, you might have seen Amul brand. Whenever there is humor happens in the national in India, so they come up with the cartoon and showing Amul hai. They you include that thing. That is the creativity what Amul does, especially. So you can, if you have subscribed it, you can easily understand that. As you learned in the content marketing strategy chapter, reaching social audience requires that you create content that truly resonates with them. Okay, that should be engaged one. Successful social content must be interesting. It should be very relevant. You can share it and remarkable. That is the important of content. And we have seen in our last classes what content, how it plays an important role and how it drive the traffic to your web pages. So it is especially useful to plan and create social content around your content pillars. So this, since this gives you a solid structure and straightening point to follow. So how you can go? You can start creating a conversation calendar. You should plot everything that is relevant to your community. Okay, all events, dates, anniversary. For example, if I say you can have this. These are the date, these are a month, the year plan you have. So do this, what exactly you're planning on those days, you can put it. That is again the documentation process, how you're going with it. Communication and escalation protocol. So an established communication and escalation protocol helps to ensure that all parties are aware of procedures for handling social messages and can respond as appropriate. So that is all about protocol, how you're going to handle, set guidelines. So this is especially important for large organization where several users might be interacting in social media on behalf of a brand. So, or where several departments or agency have a stake in the organization's social media presence that you can go up. So, a communication and escalation protocol should include first is anticipated messages, frequently asked questions, and appropriate standard responses. So, I think if you are a user of any Airtel, Vodafone, or any EMI, any brand or any OnePlus or anything you're having, if you anytime visited their websites, so their help section or any complaint section, if you go, you will find preset of questions where answer is also available because those are the frequently asked questions that will be getting the positive and negative also. So you should anticipate messages whenever you are going with the content also. Obviously, it doesn't mean that you will get only 100% good comments. So there might be negative situations also. The guidelines for determining sentiments and risk of message, which include flagging system for comments that need more senior attention. So the crisis management process to follow if a brand crisis erupt on social media, that has to check, that has to properly go. If you want to check an example, if I can give you, once happened with the brand ambassador. I hope you remember Snapdeal. I don't want to mention name here. That happened with the Snapdeal. The brand ambassador said something out of, in the public. So because of that, people started uninstalling the app. So then you might have seen recent last year ad also, which has happened with the cultural this what do you call Tanishka. Yeah, Tanishk ad. You might have seen it. So with that also that thing has happened. So that has to be followed properly. So even recently, I told you an example that is regarding Coca-Cola that has also happened. But same thing is utilized by Fevicol. That also communicated. If you have seen Shahid's status, you can understand that. An escalation plan for messages that need sign off or further consideration. So that has to be checked properly. So contact details of a relevant stakeholders. You should have guidelines for responding, include response rate, standard messages, brand voice and tone. Standard messages are those which are there for any there are fixed questions. Okay, frequently asked for them, you can go with the standard question messages or answers. So this is a social media response process. You can go through positive, neutral, negative, urgent. Okay, social media. These are all process that is included over here or that is how you should come up. Okay, if I talk you just go through this, you can understand it, how things actually, this is for Facebook. Okay, so same thing can be applied for even a different platform also. Any comments given, appreciate them. Definitely we will looking into it. So any negative thing comes up, how you are going to respond it. So are we going to acknowledge that whatever problem they have faced? So these things all we have to check. It should be in a proper response process that is designed with the workflow. Dealing with opportunities and threats. So this is the another topic. So regarding the social media strategy. So we have finished regarding the documentation and process, and this is dealing with opportunities and threats. So obviously, whenever we are using the social media, so it has both the things. One is opportunity side, another one is threat side also. So media has equipped consumer with voice and a platform that has been given full power. Anything you can comment, anything can write, anything you can do. So, and this ability to amplify their views and truly inform their decision making. So most of the time you will get good comment also some when the nice brand is available, and sometimes you will get even a different. One person comments something, then you will find around 50, 60 comments under him. Just you might have seen those things. You don't need to tell. So the connected nature of the internet makes these views easy to share, and the accessibility of social media tools makes it easy for other consumers to find these views and respond and build on them. Okay, so all of this contributes to the perception of the brand what you're creating. So tools need to be used very properly, because in social media everyone has the power. Okay, they will not think, because they have total power over it and they just do it. So the best way to show that you are listening to customer comments, complaints, and questions online is the same as with the normal conversation. So there are teams who will be sitting for it, and they will be replying for the whatever comments are coming. So comment when it's appropriate, listen with interest, be polite, be respectful, and add value wherever is possible. So this is the success mantra wherever you go, not only for the digital marketing, but all. If as a student you should follow this, as a person you should follow this, as a good person you should follow this, as a responsible person you should follow this. So whenever someone you're talking, first of all, you should listen with interest. Then whenever you are replying, be polite. Okay, this is once again I'm mentioning, be polite. Okay, that is the important part where you gain confidence, because in your social network it's okay, they will understand, they will okay, but when you get into the organizations, believe me, that will become a very tough challenge for you if you're not following this thing. So be respectful. Okay, whenever some work is being done, be respectful to them and add value wherever possible once they finish it up. So same thing you should do in a social media platform also. So brands that are successful in communicating with their audience are constantly on the lookout for opportunities to propel their brand forward, and are keeping their eyes peeled for risks that may threaten their reputation also. So these things both they have to always looking into, because when communication is proper, so obviously there will be a engagement, but with that there is also some risk involved that has to be managed with the reputation on basis. So in both situations the power sits in how the brand responds, who are the people responding. So this response can range from a direct engagement to a full new marketing campaign. Ultimately it depends on how powerful the opportunity or risk is that you need to understand. An extreme example of successful grabbing a social media opportunities, there's an example that is American company, is Morton's. Okay, it is American steak restaurant chain. You can access it on internet. So one very business traveler jokingly tweeted Morton's asking them to deliver him a porterhouse steak at the airport when he landed. I think as a joke, it was done and a commented. So the Morton social media team were listening and responded by ensuring that the customer was met at airport with a steak. Okay, the social media stunt garnered enormous media attention. A very loyal brand advocate and a hefty increase the sales for the following weeks also, because this attracts people, how they are listening. So if the comment is gone in this way, so it understood by all the consumers that they are listening us. So because of this, you can check how the sales have increased that for that particular business. Now This is important for as a social media conversing, also as a person also. When to talk and when not to talk. That you should understand every time. Okay. When everything is being said is nice. So first option is fantastic. Position to be in is that every possible mention is overwhelmingly positive. Okay, well done. However, that does not mean that there is nothing to do during this time. The brand must do everything in its power to drive high volume of conversation they can. So, stakeholders will be always there, being positive about the brand because their expectations are being exceeded by the brand or organization. So what happens, unfortunately, expectations always changes. The brand need to stay on their toes and constantly be on the lookout for new and innovative ways to meet and develop their brand promise. Next, when everything being said is neutral. The first is nice, second one is neutral. In this case, if you see, it sounds as if the company is very boring and is not good way to get attention. Okay, so Seth Godin's put it, safe is risky in 2010. Okay, safe is being very risky. If a company is playing it so safe that no one can be bothered to send either praise or criticism its way, so it is in danger of being forgotten by the people. So the next step is no one talking about the company at all. So that has to be avoided. So you should be highlighted, even though at a negative side also some people use from the negative side, some people use from positive side. So there are two types of population available. One is for, one is against. So depend who are for and who are against it. So when negative things are being said, this is the third point. The negative statements can often be understood as broken brand promises, quality wise, product service wise, response wise. Anything happens that obviously immediately going to come on the page because of the power the customers are having. That has to be checked. So there is underperformance of expectation and it must be dealt with as matter of high priority. So that has to be solved immediately. So during this period, brands need to be very careful not to stir up any more conversation than is absolutely necessary. So how you in this thing when it start? So even the people who have faced this problem, if they are not communicated also, then those people also start coming into the picture. So that has to be managed very carefully. So it is certainly not all doom and gloom. Okay, that's it. So if the conversation is broadly negative, it is normally because there is some underlying problem which is going on. And this information provides the business with focus to resolve it. Believe me, if one negative comments, if you found someone has dared it, so suddenly all the people will start coming in that, yeah, I have faced this problem. They responded me in this way, that happened, this happened. Everything comes. If you check even web pages also, social media platforms also, OnePlus community, anything, if you go, you will find such type of comments over there. Complaints are from stakeholder who have had dealing with a company that hasn't met their expectation. That always comes. By complaining, this customer is often unwittingly giving the company the opportunity to make things right and is probably indicating where the company can improve their performance, how they can improve, where they can, that is the opportunity side. So usually the skilled customer service department of a company should deal with this. So this, what do you call, plays an important role when obviously you are dealing with uh, the customer side, that is service department. They should also share resulting insight with the business strategy department so that the underlying problems can be prioritized and resolved. That also can be done. If complaint is online, the solution should be there as well. So all this you can try to have taken offline first. So nowadays every complaint comes online only. So very rare case that the complaint will go for the offline. You have to raise online, then you will get the solution offline. So even though customer service is likely to take place either over mail or by phone, so posting a personalized comment in a blog post, that also can be done. That is a new method. So criticism need not necessarily come from customer, but it is important to be aware of it. So just check, go, put eye on it. Anything is happening, just you should always modify it. If a criticism involves false information, it should be corrected. Whatever you are saying, it is wrong. Okay, and if the criticism is true, then it should be dealt with as such, that you have to provide the solution. So always look into this. That is the threat side. One is the we are looking from the opportunity side, and another also we're looking from the threat side also. You should respond. This is important part of any organization who are into the social media. Always respond. Okay, so the customer should always look for something which should come from the organization side. The communication should happen there. Otherwise, what happen if you ignore the customer? So obviously the customer also leaves you. So that will obviously result in losing the customer, and getting them back is very, very tough part. So engaging customer, we have seen how important it is, and how we maintain the public relation also, and customer relationship management also we have studied. So be honest, be transparent while you are responding, and treat the person as you would like to be treated. That makes person very engaged one. So remember that you are engaged in conversation, not in dictation, because the person who is making you profit is the customer side, not you. So you should always listen to that part.